Shoot fish in the dark, aiming for the stars in a world so cold. We bear the scars with a fire in our souls. We'll never back down in the city of broken dreams.
Okay, today's video is all about the Weihrauch HW40 PCA, I believe it's called. PCA, I think, stands for free charged air. This little beauty. I've had a little while now. I did do a previous video. I've done a power test and everything, but YouTube didn't like it for some reason. I think it's because I had like a zombie outline and a zombie target I was shooting at, and I don't know, their rules are a bit mind-boggling at times. So what I thought I'd do, I'll just redo the whole video, sort of like a long-term review if you like. I've had it a fair while. So, single-stroke pneumatic, what's it all about? We're now going to find out in this video, but before we do, I just want to give a shout out to North Norfolk Firearms. There's a local gunsmith who Daz recently had his air arms repaired at, and I was having a chat with the guy, nice guy, and he gave us these Remington Thunder Barracuda 177 pellets to try out. So we'll be trying them in this gun, get a little sort of 2 reviews in one if you like, and so that's a shout out to him. I will put his details down below in the details. So if you're in Norfolk and want a decent gunsmith, check him out. I'll put his email in the description below. So let's put that box to one side a minute. There's something in there I will show you once I've gone over the basics of the gun. So start with the construction. That's ballistic polymer, better known as plastic, but it's not cheap and nasty. Now, Beeman make a gun exactly the same as this, half the price. And there is a difference in the quality, although that gun for the money is still really, really good value. Pretty much identical, other than the trigger's probably not as good, and the fit and finish is not as good. So this is a Weihrauch version. Single stroke pneumatic, so you pull the hammer at the back, pull it up, and you put your pellet in the tube in the end there. Now that is quite fiddly, so I've got big fingers and I do fiddle around a bit. Once you had a few shots, you sort of get used to it. So once you put your pellet in that tube, you slam it shut, and the best way to do this is to keep your hand flat. And me and Daz have both done this. If you hold it close to your body, you snap that shut and get it caught on your shirt. Quite funny. So I'll just fire this off as a pneumatic, so it doesn't matter about firing it without a pellet in. That's pretty much like a pre-charged rifle PCP, although that uses a single pump to charge it up. It's got automatic safety. Some people disable that. I would say definitely do not do that, because this trigger on this gun is nigh on a hair trigger. Very, very sensitive, very good. I never fiddled with it, adjusted it. I'm quite happy as it is, but you have to be aware. You literally touch it and it shoots, which for accuracy is excellent. And this is a very accurate gun. The sights on it, the usual fiber-optic type ones. I won't point it to the camera because Darren's behind it, even though it is empty. Follow the gun safety wheels and all that. It's got these little cutouts which give it no purpose for them at all, having to make it look a bit cool, I guess. You got the fake, what's it called, a brake? What's it called? Barrel brake, is it? No, what's it called?
That's compensator.
Compensator, whatever, anyway. Obviously fake, just to give it a bit of look. But what I would say about this, it's a nice size. It's probably a bit larger than your normal sort of pistol.
Well, it's black.
It's black. I like black. Feels really good in the hand. The trigger is excellent. The auto safety can be a bit annoying, but do not disable it, because you will end up doing an accidental discharge, as they call it. One cool little thing, if you pop up that back bit, you can actually look down the barrel and check it's clear. So, if you can see that, Daz, if you just pop up a little bit.
You have to bring it this way.
That way.
Yeah, it's not really straight on, so it doesn't work.
Okay.
Yeah, you get the idea.
You get the idea, anyway. So, what else can I tell you about it? When I bought this, probably 3 or 4 years ago now, I think that was 150 quid, and I thought, that's a bit expensive. But even more so now, I think they're like 220. Having said that, I think they're worth it, to be honest. if you're new to shooting and you're going to buy your first pistol, I'd have said this will be an excellent one. If you ain't got that much money, buy the Beeman version. And as far as maintenance, you got this bit here which needs a little bit of grease now and again. I can't think of the name of the grease now, but it's nothing special and don't cost a lot of money. And to strip it down, apparently that's fairly easy as well. Haven't done that yet on this gun, and I probably will at some point and do a video on it. And on the Beeman version, by stripping it down and just fine tuning, taking some rough edges off and stuff, you can make that gun better than that already is. So what I'll do now, I'm going to use pellets that I've already got in here. Now these are, and I will show you this little bit I've got as well while I'm at it. So the pellets I normally use with this are RWS. I think they're Superfield. Now they're not a cheap pellet. Oh, these are the ones with a little bit on the end. So they're actually the, can't think what they're called, but they got a little end in the end. Can't think of the name, but they are RWS anyway. So what I'll do, I'll just show you one shot just to give you an idea of the noise. I think that's not too bad. It's not the loudest and it's not the quietest. So safety off. And I will just, let's just put on the other camera. On record. Right, okay, what I'll do, I'll just shoot at a can down the rounds and I think I hit what I aimed for. Scattered the pigeon. That's an idea of the noise. Obviously the pellet in the can was noisier than the gun. I think it's okay. But what I did do, I made this little device which it literally just pushes in the barrel, and you can then screw on a suppressor. Unfortunately you can't cock the gun with that in because that catches on it and that would snap. So the alternative is to make one of these. I can't mention how I made it on the video because YouTube don't like it, so that looks a bit strange, but I will give a little demonstration to show you the difference. So what we'll do, I will do one shot without it and one with it. That's without. And this is with. There's quite a bit difference, I think. So yeah, but you've got to pull it out every time. So if you did want to quieten it down, that is possible, but you would have to find one of these online somewhere, or make one with your machine that makes stuff out of plastic. So what we'll do now, we'll have a look at these other pellets, and we'll have a little shoot and target test, and we'll test them against the RWS, which I don't. And the guy, when he gave me these to try, he said they were similar to JSB Exacts, I think he said. Don't quote me on that, I'm not sure, but my opinion on pellets is I mean, a pellet's a pellet. Obviously they do vary, that depends on the gun, that depends on the shooter. They can vary even on identical guns, so it's all very subjective, and as I think as a matter of preference, certain guns will like certain pellets. Now I've got a Gamma PTA 5 and I don't like certain pellets because they get jammed. So pellets can vary in diameter. People think they're all exactly the same size and they're not. They do vary by manufacturer and pellet to pellet on their actual physical size. So let's have a quick look at these. Right. First of all, little physical look. They're domed head pellets. Don't know if you can see that there. I might go down on it. I say pellet's a pellet in my book. I don't think there's any sort of real subjective way of doing this. So what we'll do a 1 and a 1 test. We'll do a short one of them, and we'll do a short one of them. Different targets, one on the top, one on the bottom, and we'll take it from there. If you hear all that rustling, that is the local squirrel. Oh, we've got a family of them actually, and we tend to feed them, so what the wife does. So they come back pretty regular. I ain't chewed my wires yet to warrant me shooting any of them.
Yep. One, two, we'll film it.
Okay, we are now going to test the Remington Thunder Barracuda. Right, I think we've got both targets in the camera frame there. So what I am going to do, I am going to I am going to rest, and I'm going to go for the bottom target with this one.
See where you're in it?
I think, is it in the middle above the ball?
Top right of the high flow target. It's on the edge of the high flow.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, very good then, but that, I must say, that's probably me, and these glasses I'm wearing ain't that great, so I'm going to change them in a sec on the second shot. So that was the top target.
Yeah, I haven't high.
Yeah, I still can't see. Right, let's change the glasses. See if we can make any difference with these. Right. So the Remington Thunders are the bottom target, and I believe they are WS high hollow point, I think they are. Which has got dares to shoot really. Oh, that's better. Oh, target popped out.
Well, killed it.
Killed it. Do I just pop that in dash, please? It's all safe. No fire in the hole. Now, I did put a sight on this once. This top rail is 11mm dovetail. It's plastic, and there was actually some marks on it where I'd obviously done the thing up too tight. But I didn't like it because that made it hard to snap it sharp with a sight on the top. You could put, I suppose, a little red dot on the back, but to be honest, I think the whole idea of a pistol like this, to shoot it with the open sights and you know, have a bit of fun. So, top target now, same cockeyed style. Can you see where that hit?
No.
Oh. Oh, I got a bloody camera on.
Right from the bull.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh. Right. Let's just zoom in. Dennis tells me they're both in the ball. Actually, yeah. I like it. Wow, what about that? Cockeye shooting. Can't beat it.
All the professionals didn't use that stance, man.
Yeah. What, looking up for your bifocals. You have a little go, Des. See what you think. Obviously, you ain't shot this gun for donkeys longer than me, but I'll tell you what, I am impressed with them sights on it. They do what they say on the tin. Bottom target for them ones, yeah?
Cool, that is a hair trigger, isn't it? I ain't even ready to shoot.
We won't count that one. Yeah, it takes some getting used to, but once you do, that is really nice to shoot. Can you see where you hit?
I think that was a bit low, that one. Try the others.
I'll be your spotter.
Alright.
Don't shoot me. Equal on the other pellet, the other side, top one.
Yeah.
I think that was there.
Oh, right, yeah. No, you were right.
Yeah.
The one touching the red was yours, and the one below it was mine. Yeah. That just looked like one dot from here.
Are you on the other pellets again now?
What?
Are you on the other pellets again now?
No, these are still top target ones.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was pretty much next to it, mate.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice. Not a bad little gun.
Done?
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty impressive really, considering, so this range is about, I'd say 12 metres. Now an Olympic pistol shooting is 10 metres, so this is actually a good a good challenge and distance for a pistol, any of our pistols really. A little bit short for a rifle, although we still use it for that because we ain't got much choice. But this distance with this pistol is actually, yeah, pretty much spot on. That's a good range for it. So one last thing to do, that's a par test. So I'll get the Chrony out and we'll do that. .5, I don't believe that. Might be. No, that's grain. Yeah. Grain, I think. 7.3. 10.5.
That's fucking heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it? Well, let me get this on a level. Okay, just weighed the pallets, and that's a bit surprising. The Barracudas, or Remington Thunder Barracudas, are 10.5 grain, which for a 177 is actually quite heavy. And the RWS are 7.3 grain, which is what I'd expect really. So what we'll do, we'll test them on the lower weight first, and then we'll go up to the high weight and see what happens. Obviously cob nuts drop down there in a minute because I can hear the squirrel in the tree. I've got a cob nut tree just above me. I say 7.3, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay, Chrony is set up for 7.3. Okay, fire in the hole. Okay, we have. So there we have it.
2.3. 2.3.
2.38 foot-pound. So we'll just set up the other way now. 10.5. Now, I reckon, Daz, this is going to go up. If it was a spring gun, that would go down. If our theory is correct on the previous testing that we done. So I weighed a couple of these just to make sure, because we were a bit surprised how heavy they were. So in a rifle, these are going to be spot on, aren't they? Weight-wise and everything really. They're pretty decent in this pistol really, so yeah, 2.42, slightly more. So there we have it. Between 2.5 foot-pound roughly. That's what you've got to be saying. Heavier pellets, you will get slightly more power. So not bad for that sort of gun. In fact, of all the pistols I've got, that's probably one of the most, not the most powerful, the more powerful in the 177 anyway, because most CO2 guns are like 1.5, 2 foot-pound. People think they're more powerful because how noisy and that they are, but they're not. They're usually around 2 foot-pound at most. So that's 2.5. As you can see from this distance, we're shooting probably 12 metres, so that's pretty accurate. So that's the Weihrauch HW40 and I'll watch the video to learn how to pronounce that. So if you want to send in your funny pronunciations, please do. We've had a few of them already, which were quite funny. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to shout out to the gunsmith. Here's just one last thing. If you like, subscribe and comment on this video, when next time you go shooting, your accuracy will improve by at least 20%.
Guaranteed.
That's a fact, proven. And what's more, it don't cost nothing. So thanks for watching. See you next time.
Shoot fish in the dark, aiming for the stars in a world so cold. We bear the scars with a fire in our souls. We'll never back down in the city